Well, I met Lennon some time ago at a different in a different arena, and I was really impressed by his approach and his general attitude towards veterinary practice. Much more of a sort of client-based and pet-based focus than most vets I've seen, who really are, much more focused on the illness than perhaps the animal and the human behind it. Amity made me feel very welcome. They make the cats feel very welcome. I mean, they're wandering around quite happily now. They've been here a couple of times and they've been absolutely fine. So yeah, they've made me feel very welcome and part of a big team really. Amity have changed the way I can approach a vet. So they have absolutely made it easier to kind of care for the animals. Rather than just bring them along for treatment, I feel a lot more confident that I can ask questions about how to actually make them happy and improve their lives, and I think that's completely different when you can actually look at your animal and its treatment as a pleasure rather than something that you are terrified that you're doing the wrong thing, or I don't feel like I've got to bring them in and say, oh, I'm really sorry I did this with them last week. I kind of feel I can come in, get some advice, talk to you about it. I mean, I know I've asked Lennon before about what I can feed them beyond just the standard diets, and I know I now can have confidence that I can actually treat them well. And I think when it comes to other vets, I've always had to go in and just say, okay, this is the illness, can you help fix it? Which is a kind of much more clinical approach. And I'm not a clinician and I don't come from that world, so I find that makes me quite worried and vulnerable, and I don't have that in Amity. My advice would be to have that first meeting and have a chat. That's always the way with any expert, I think. You have to meet someone and say hello and understand whether that's the right vets for you, because we all have different preferences. But I would say make sure you bring along a lot of questions, make sure you've got your notepad out to ask all the questions, because when we had the kittens, because I don't have kittens regularly, I've had kittens for a very short time and then they're cats, I'm used to cats, but with the kittens I could bring along a big long list of questions, go through them all, and it gave us a really positive start, so that's what I would say. So even if you've got an adult animal, bring them along and ask lots of questions in that first appointment, and I think that really sets the tone for the rest of their treatment really throughout their lives. I would say 9, 10 out of 10. I don't have to worry about it. That's the thing for me, is I don't actually have to worry about the fact that I'm going to get a huge bill, or if there's something that's niggling, I can actually phone up and say, look, I don't need to bring them in, but I'd like to talk to you. That sort of thing, I think makes it enormous value for money. I would say as well that because it's changed the way I feel about bringing the cat to the vets, that means that the value for money isn't as obvious. It's not just the pound for pound, it's the fact that I can not worry about it and that I can actually assume that they're okay. A bit like really good insurance, a bit like any really good financial product, it's got peace of mind attached to it that isn't just about money. That's how I feel the value comes in. Kind, welcoming, and experts.